Happy Kwanzaa, everyone. I am Caprice James, the founder and CEO of Stella's Girls Incorporated. I wanted to give a brief history to our supporters and readers about why we celebrate Kwanzaa. If you Google Kwanzaa, you will find both positives and negatives about Kwanzaa. But for Stella's Girls, we like to focus on the principles and the meaning behind Kwanzaa and the uplifting and empowering of the Black community. So, how Kwanzaa began. In August of 1965, a riot erupted in Watts, a predominantly African American community in Los Angeles, California. The people were very angry about crumbling houses, low paying jobs, and the racism they face day to day. On August 11th, their anger reached a boiling point. A riot broke out after police officers arrested Marquette Fry, an African American motorist. Some bystanders felt that Fry was being treated too roughly by the police. During that long, hot day in August, police and passing cars were bombarded with bricks, bottles, and slabs of concrete. This riot continued for 4 days. 4,000 people were arrested, hundreds were injured, and 34 were killed. Cars were overturned, windows were broken, and many buildings in the community were looted and set on fire, and the smoke from the flames could be seen for miles around. This reminds me of the year 2020 and many of the riots that have happened due to the Black Lives Matters protest. So when the riots were finally over, many places in the community were nothing but smoke and ashes. Hundreds of people were homeless. Broken glass littered the sidewalks. So Dr. Mulana Karenga was finishing his last year of graduate school during the riots. He felt that it was time to focus on the African heritage, and he began teaching after he received his PhD at California State University. So, in the year of 1966, Dr. Karanga created Kwanzaa, a cultural holiday based upon the ancient customs of Africa. He added an A to the Swahili word for first, Kwanzaa, to create the name for the holiday. On December 26th, the first day of Kwanzaa, which is celebrated right after Christmas, and until the new year begins. Kwanzaa is celebrated by many African Americans. Some African Americans observe Christmas and Kwanzaa, while others simply celebrate Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday or one that honors a heroic person. It is a holiday that focuses on the African American traditions and honoring of their ancestors. Kwanzaa is an original African American holiday. During Kwanzaa, there are 7 days of ceremonies. There are many African customs, traditions, symbols, and words from the Swahili language, which are widely spoken in East Africa and across the continent. So during the next 7 days, Stella's Girls will reflect on the seven principles, on their meaning, and what we have done in our community to continue to uplift the Black and Brown community. And so we hope you learned a little bit about Kwanzaa if you did not already know or celebrate Kwanzaa. Me personally, I have been celebrating Kwanzaa for the last 15, 20 years. I learned about Kwanzaa when I was a little girl going to a community center during the summertime. So happy Kwanzaa to everyone.